Today we're making some vinegar pepper sauce. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and you're just gonna love this little recipe. Here are the ingredients that we're going to be using today for our vinegar pepper sauce. We're going to start with our peppers, and today I'm using serrano peppers. You can use all different kinds, but today I'm using some green serrano peppers, and I've also got some red ones. It's really important if you're using the serrano peppers that you have some green and you have some red. Now you also want to have just a little bit of garlic. I took some garlic cloves and I've just chopped these up, each clove probably into about 3 pieces. You also want to have some vinegar. I'm using some white vinegar, and also have over here some apple cider vinegar, and you can use this if you want a little bit of a different flavor. And then you do want to have some sugar, just a little bit we're going to be using today. And then you want some jars. The jars I'm using are these little small ones. These are about 5 ounces. Now I saw on Amazon you can also get them for 8 ounces, and I think next time I'm going to get some bigger ones. But I'm going to put a link in the description below the video for these small ones, because these came in a box of about, I think, a dozen. Let me show you. So here we go. We've got a box of a dozen of these little guys. This box here of these, they also come with a little funnel. Here we go. So we are going to be having to use this, so it's important to have a funnel. These came with one. It looks like it's a pretty good little funnel. And then also came with some extra little sealers. And then this box came with some labels, some little black labels, and then a pen to write with. And we'll be using those towards the end. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you also another neat little thing you can do with these when you get them all finished. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 cups of the vinegar. This is the white distilled vinegar. So we're going to put 2 cups in our saucepan. And then for every 2 cups of vinegar, you want to use just 1 teaspoon of just some white sugar. So we're going to put that in. And then we're just going to warm this. You don't want it to boil or anything like that. We just want it to get it nice and warm. So we're going to warm this up and stir it. We just want that sugar to dissolve really well. And then what we'll do is we'll see how many jars. I'm not sure how many cups we need for all of those jars. So we'll try it out with this first little batch here, and then we'll know. After this gets warmed and all this sugar's been dissolved, we're going to pour this back into another container before we actually pour it into the jars. It looks like we are all dissolved. Looks like everything's getting good and warm, so I think we're done. And now we're just going to take this and pour this back into our container. There we go. Now let's go over to our jars. We actually have 10 jars that we're going to be filling up today. And so I'm going to start with our little serrano peppers, the teeny tiny ones over here. And I'm just going to go around and start putting them in. Now, all of these, obviously when I picked them off the plants, they had little stems sticking out. And you can leave the stems on if you want. I left some of the little short ones on there. But for most of them, I went ahead and I plucked the stem off, and just to give me a little bit more room. And also I was doing some research and found out that if you'll go ahead and pluck those stems off, then it seems like a little bit more of the pepper itself will infuse with your liquid. So I thought that sounded like a good idea. So we're just going to fill these all up with these green ones. And I've had people ask me, well, what all can you put these on? And you can put these on this sauce. You can put this sauce on just about anything. You can put it on your veggies. You can just put it on just about anything if you like pepper sauce. And the good thing about these little serranos is that they do have some heat to them. They do have a little bit of spice, but they're not too spicy. Now, as you're going through here, and you put in, let's say you just put in, 5 or 6 into each one of these that are green, then to make them look really pretty, what you're going to want to do is reach over into your red ones and get you a few of these little red ones and plop in here. So let's put a red one in each. And to be honest, I do not know what, it's going to sound silly, but I don't know what makes these little guys turn red. Because I can have out there on my serrano plant, I've got little bitty ones that are red, I've got big ones that are red. So I don't think it depends on how long they stay on the little plant. But if you can answer that question, please, in the comments. You may be laughing that I don't know that, but in the comments, just let me know what causes some of these peppers to turn red. And you just want to put the red ones in every so often. It gives it some nice color. So I'm putting a few more green ones in here. And then what I'm going to do is take the garlic. So let me even this one up a little bit here. Take a little bit of this garlic right here. And like I said a while ago, I took a clove, I chopped them into about 3 pieces. I'm not going to put too many in them, but each one of these, I'm going to put at least one of these. And I'll probably end up, each one will probably end up having about 2. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to put some more green ones in. Now we have our jars all filled. You want to fill them about 3/4 of the way full. Okay, so you can look through here and see all these, about 3/4 of the way full. And now we are ready for our vinegar sauce. Now we're going to take this little funnel here that came with these jars. We're going to open it up. And we are going to start, let me scoot these over, we're going to start pouring our vinegar in there. And that's, a little funnel is pretty cool. So here we go. Let that fill up. Leave just a little bit of room there at the top. Pretty good. And I tell you what, when I show you the view in a minute from the side, this is just so pretty. So we're just going to pour that warm liquid in there, and I'm going to go ahead. We'll see here really quick how many of these little 5-ounce jars that 2 cups will work for. And then we'll know. And I have got a lot of peppers left, so I think I'm going to get on Amazon here in a second and order me some bigger jars to come overnight. So basically, this can really do 2 cups will get me 4 little jars that are 5 ounces. So I need to do another 1, 2, 3, 4, another 2 cups and probably 1 extra. So I need to do probably just a little more. So we've mixed up our second batch. Here we are. We've got all of our jars all filled up. And now we're going to go ahead and get them all sealed. We're going to put the tops on and we're going to get them sealed up. If this has been helpful for you today, please go down there and pop that little like button. That way I know that you like the content. And here's a couple of ideas for you. So if you may be making these peppers to keep for yourself, but if you'd like to use them as gifts, you can put some little curly ribbon on there or just pop a little ornament on there. And be sure and check out that next video that's popping up in the corner. I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.